We're joined by Stephen Maxwell, Stephen Hicks, Coach Reggie Theus. Coach, if you'd make an opening statement, we'd appreciate it. Then we'll throw out the questions.
Yeah, well, listen, first of all, I'm going to commend Davis for having a great year and coming out and staying the path that they were on in the game. They're like 4 or 5 fifth-year seniors. I thought that they didn't get rattled when they were down 10, and they just stayed their course, and so good luck to them. I thought for our guys, it's been a tough year all the way around, and I commend my team 100% because they have fought through a lot of adversity this year, and you know, I think that anyone that would have drew us in the first game was concerned with our ability to play, what we could do on the floor, as we showed in the first half. We can use a short bench, you know, and getting a little tired for the turnovers, but that would be an excuse, so I can't do that. Our inability to sustain, we have 6 turnovers in the first half, and we end up with 18. We start the first half off with an offensive foul, second half off with an offensive foul, and we just didn't sustain the effort that we put in. Defensively, I thought we made some mistakes. That this is a team that, you know, if you stay bodies on bodies, they struggle to score. But if you make a mistake, they are very good at making you pay for it, and that's what happened. I thought that in the second half, we made some mistakes defensively. We came detached from our guys, and consequently, they made threes, they made shots.
Questions for Coach or the players? Please raise your hand. Joe, right here.
Joseph DiPolito, Sacramento Bee, and this is for any of the 3 of you who wish to answer. What was your approach tactically to this game as opposed to the previous 2 in conference play? And do you think that made a difference, at least in the first half?
Well, you know, when you have the ability to prepare for a team for 4 or 5 days, you can take away certain things. Again, I thought that we did a great job with our game plan. And we took away the things that we needed to take away. Consequently, that's what got us the lead. In the second half, we made mistakes in those areas, and they took advantage of them. And then, of course, obviously, we didn't plan on making that many turnovers in the second half.
Players want to comment on that? Don't have to.
Just like Coach said, in the first half, I feel like we were very focused on the game plan. Everybody was tuning into the scouting report and did a good job in the first half, but in the second half, we just made too many mistakes on the defensive end, and that just comes from being experienced and being focused and ready to play, and that's exactly what happened.
Question over there.
Coach, can you talk about what it feels like to lose like this, where you've had an 11-point lead, especially after such a difficult season?
Well, it's going to suck either way, you know. So, for me, it's about the fight. For me, it's about the battle. You know, there are certain things that have to happen in a game to win it. We didn't do the things that were necessary to win it, but the battle was a really great one on our part. It hurts to know that this is a game we could have won. It hurts because it's something that, you know, my seniors who have fought like really hard this year and gone through a lot of different things, and it's unfortunate that this has happened on their watch and their senior year. But that opportunity to be up by 11, that opportunity to have the game in our control, you have to be able, when you're shorthanded and you're playing against a team that has won a lot of games this year, you have to be able in the second half to take it up a notch. And I thought that typically when we've won games, we've taken it up a notch in the second half. And in this game, I thought that we did not do that. We didn't do the things that were necessary. And particularly, when you're shorthanded, when guys are trying to come out of the games, you know, sometimes when I only have one guy wanting to come out, it's one thing. But I've got 2 guys wanting to come out of the game, it's a problem. So my coaching You know, I start coaching with my timeouts. I start resting my guys with my timeouts. It's not really about strategy. It's about getting these guys some rest. And I just thought that in the second half, we just didn't do the job we needed to do to win the game. But the battle was a good one. I don't think anybody was expecting us to play them this tough and this tight.
I hear Abby.
Abby Mastracco, Fox Sports West. Coach, what can you say about the way that Aaron Parks played today? It seemed like he was really trying to put the team on his back and carry them.
Well, the style that we played and what we were trying to do, we felt they couldn't guard us off the dribble. We felt that they couldn't stay in front of us. You know, as I tell our guys, short bench, not a lot of shooters on the team. We have to use the free throw line as an extra man. And that's what we do. Drive the ball, find the open guy, then drive it again. And that's exactly up Aaron Parks' alley. He loves to play that way. He's a guy that defensively does a great job. Offensively, he's always seeking contact. So the style of play for him was perfect. And in the last, I would say the last 4, 5, 6 games, he's really played well.
Jill in front here, Mike.
Jill Painter-Lopez, Fox Sports West. Reggie, after 2 years, I guess, where were you hoping the program would be, and where do you see it going forward?
Well, I think it's been a tough 2 years. We started off the first year, we were hoping desperately to get 2 guys waivers that met all the criteria for to get the waivers. It didn't happen. That was Kevin Johnson and Amir Garrett, which would have really changed our team in a lot of ways. We had 9 scholarships players last year, and this year I think we had 7. So as it stands, I think the future is very bright because we got some pretty good players that we're sitting out this year, and with the support that I have with the AD, the president, I really feel that we've turned the corner at CSUN basketball. We've turned the corner in terms of the street credit in LA. I think that people think of CSUN in the past kind of as a third wheel. But I think people realize that what we've done with the rebranding, what we've done with the gym, what we've done in the recruiting area, not only just in the LA area, because we've got 2 very sought after high school players, but we've got kids from Baltimore, we've got kids from Chicago. We've been able to recruit the entire country. That gives us an advantage in a lot of ways because we're the only show in the Valley. And with the effort that they put out this year, with the direction of the school, I really feel that the future is extremely bright. All I can say is it's exciting to think about where we could have been if we had all our players at any particular time. But it's been a tough 2 years in that sense. But the direction is right.
Anyone else? Mike, back here.
Coach, obviously I know you're disappointed in the result, but the 2 guys sitting next to you, seniors, they left it all out there. I don't think there's much more you can ask of them. Give me some thoughts on how that went through.
I mean, when you think about Maxwell, I always say everybody knows he's going left and still can't stop him. Tireless worker, the effort that they put in and night out. It's going against bigger guys all the time and getting great numbers. I hope that in the last 2 years that these 2 guys have understood what it feels to win a little bit, because prior to us getting there, the team hadn't really done anything. I think that these guys experienced some of the things that could have been. I wish I had them both for 4 years. Hicks has been so consistent all year. Max has had a tough time a lot of times because we don't have anybody to stretch the floor. So people have been sitting in his lap all year, so he's had double, triple teamed the entire year. Well, Hicks has been, has taken advantage of that and been very consistent. The thing I love about Hicks is he's as conscientious on the defensive end as he is on the offensive end. And every coach appreciates that. These are, I have to say, all my years of coaching, whether it be the NBA or college, this is one of the greatest groups I've ever been around of individuals and guys who buy in, fight hard, and really, really want it, but at the same time, had not really learned as a group how to win. because it takes that inner strength, it takes that toughness to win the games. And that is just, and a perfect example is tonight. You know, we had an opportunity, we didn't have the toughness that it took to finish the game.
Mike, over here.
Hey, Reg.
How are you?
Good to see
It's
you.
good to see you.
You too. Your thoughts, I came a little bit later, your thoughts on UC Davis, what Jim's done with the program, and how you see their team moving forward here?
Well, I mean, you look at the situation, and I take nothing from them because he's scheduled well this year. I thought that this is a team that didn't even make the tournament last year. And, you know, he had injuries. He was able to take advantage of. He's got, what, 4 or 5 fifth-year seniors. That's what this game is about. It's not about youth. It's about older players. And because everybody knows that on every level, you know, fifth-year seniors and seniors win. I think he's done a great job coaching to his strengths and the talent of his team. A very disciplined team. And they know who they are. They don't play outside themselves. And that comes from good coaching.
Anyone else? Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.